my promise and patiently suffer my misfortune.
He goes off with his followers. Enters a servant.
Yes, what do you want?
Madam, a young Venetian has just arrived at your gate. He's waiting to see you.
Speak no more. I request you. Come, Nerissa. I wish to see the swift messenger of Cupid who has arrived in so decent a manner.
Portia, may it be Bassanio? O god of love, if such is thy will.
Next comes the gentleman from Venice, Bassanio.
Go ahead then. My portrait is in one of them. If you love me, you'll find it.
External has no real value, yet the world is always misled by the outward show. Oh, shining gold, I have nothing with you, nor with you, silver. But I choose you, O lad of small value. You seem to threaten rather than promise anything. Your plain messages move me more than any eloquent words could do. I choose you. May the result lead to happiness.
Bassanio opens the lead casket.
Oh, what do I see here? Lady Portia's portrait? Only a demigod could have created this picture, so near creation. Here's the scroll which contains and summarizes my fate. You have chosen not only by the looks. May you be fortunate as truly you have done. Since this fortune has come to you, be satisfied and seek no more happiness. Yeah, I won. I won you.
Yes, I know. You will surely win.
Sir, you have a message.
What happened, Bassanio? Whose letter is this?
Oh, my love, these are one of the most unpleasant words written by my friend Antonio.
Portia takes the letter and reads it.
Dear Bassanio, my ships are all lost. My bond to the Duke is forfeited. I will lose my life. I wish to see you at my death, but it's your pleasure. Should you go now yourself, my dear? I will give 3 times more than the amount you want. But before that, our marriage should be over. This is my life to you. You should never part with it.
Never will I, lady.
Scene 4. Trial scene.
Is Antonio here?
Yes, Your Grace. I'm already here.
I'm sorry for you, Antonio. You have come here to defend yourself against a stone-hearted enemy, an inhuman rage without pity, totally lacking in mercy.
I have heard that Your Grace has taken great pains to moderate the harsh legal proceedings. He remains obstinate, and since there are no legal methods to save me from his clutches, I shall suffer his anger with patience.
One of you, go and call the Jew to the court.
He's already standing at the door. Here he comes, my lord.
Enters Shylock.
Make room and let him stand before me. Mr. Shylock, your bond says that you want a pound of flesh from Antonio's body. If you cut a pound of flesh, Antonio's life would be in danger. Please let this poor soul go.
No, I claim what is rightfully mine.
Oh, Shylock, I am begging before you. Please let my beloved friend go. I'll give you thrice the amount.
No, I don't want any money. I want only justice.
My lord, a messenger from Padwa is waiting outside with letters.
Bring in the letters and call in the messenger.
Enters Nerissa, dressed like a lawyer's clerk.
Have you come from Dr. Bellario from Padua?
Yes, from Padua and from Bellario, my lord. Bellario sends his greetings to your grace.
Presents a letter.
This letter recommends a young learned lawyer to our court. Where is he?
He is just close by. He is waiting for your answer to know whether you will use his services.
With all my heart, please bring him to the court.
Enters Portia in the robes of a doctor of law.
Give me your hand, sir. Do you come from Dr. Bellario?
Yes, my lord. I have the full knowledge of it.
You're welcome. Take your seat. Are you aware of the nature of the dispute involved in the present case before the court?
Yes. Who is the merchant and who is the Jew?
Antonio and Shylock both come forward.
Is your name Shylock?
Shylock is my name.
Will you give me the bond? Let me have a look at it.
Oh, here it is.
So, Mr. Shylock, according to the bond, you have the right to cut a pound of flesh from Antonio's body. But Shylock, he is an innocent man. How can you raise your sword against him?
Look, gentlemen, I want nothing but justice.
Mr. Shylock, be merciful to Antonio.
Mercy? Why should I be merciful to him?
The quality of mercy cannot be forced. It drops as the gentle rain from heaven. Upon the earth below, it is twice blessed. It is mightiest in the mightiest. It is a noble quality in a royal king than the crown which he wears. His scepter shows the earthly power, which is the main characteristic of a king who commands power and grandeur. Mercy. But mercy is much above a worldly power. It is a noble quality coming from the heart of a king. It is a quality that belongs to God himself. The power of kings becomes most divine in its working when justice is tempered with mercy. Therefore, Jew, although you demand what is due to you in the name of justice, remember that if we were to be judged according to the strict justice of God, none of us would be saved. We all pray to God for mercy, and that same prayer which we make to God should teach us all to show mercy to others. I have said this to soften the harsh justice of your claim. For if you continue to demand it, this strict court of Venice will have to pass sentence against the merchant. So take the money and bid me tear the bond.
No, I won't be merciful to Antonio. He is my enemy.
Oh, Shylock, I am begging before you. I'll give you whatever you want.
I want only Antonio's flesh.
This bond is forfeited by this moneylender. That is, Mr. Shylock can lawfully claim a pound of flesh from Antonio's body. I feel very sad for you, Antonio. Get prepared to die. Have you anything to say right now?
I have already prepared my mind to die. But I have a little to say. Bassanio, you're not the cause for my death. Don't worry.
Oh, Antonio, for me nothing is worth more than a life. I'll sacrifice everything to save you.
Shylock, do you have the balances with you to weigh the flesh?
Yes, I have them ready.
Didn't you call a doctor?
No. Why should I? Is it written in the bond?
All right then. A pound of Antonio's flesh is yours. The law allows it and the court awards it. Go on.
You are a wise lawyer. You have said justice.
Wait, Sherlock. Think before you lead.
Are you kidding?
No. I just want to remind you that you can have a pound of flesh from Antonio's body without shedding a single drop of blood.
What? How is it possible?
Mr. Shylock, this bond here gives no drop of blood. The words clearly are a pound of flesh. So, if you violate this law, no doubt that your life and goods will be confiscated to the state.
No, I can't do that. Give me my money. Let me go.
Here it is.
Wait, I have another hold upon you. By the law of Venice, your wealth is forfeited, and your life lies at the mercy of the Duke. Therefore, down your knees and ask him to forgive you.
Oh Shylock, I pardon you your life before you ask for it. But half of your wealth goes to Antonio and the other half comes to the state.
If all my money is gone, what will I do? Take my life as well.
Antonio, what mercy can you offer him?
Let him have my share of wealth and be merciful to others in future.
Are you contented, Shylock?
Yes. I pray you, give me leave to go. I'm sick. Send me the papers. I will sign.
I have never seen such a clever lawyer before. Antonio, you must pay this young lawyer with an handsome reward. Court dismiss.
Most gentlemen, I don't know how to thank you. As a reward, please accept this 3,000 ducats.
Sorry, I can't have. I have to leave.
Please don't reject my offering. Accept this.
Okay then, give me your ring. I'll wear it for your sake.
Oh, this is the only thing which I can't part with anyone. This is my wife's gift to me. Then how can I give it to you?
Okay then, as per your wish. I'm going.
Wait, sir. Bassanio, let him have the ring. Let his meritorious service and the love you have for me influence you more than your wife's command.
Here it is.
Scene 5. Quarrel and Reunion.
Portia, oh sweet Portia, where are you?
I am here, dear.
Do you know who this is?
This is none other than Antonio.
Yes, you guessed it right. How do you know?
I just guessed it. Nice to meet you, Antonio. And by the way, I heard that you have won. Oh dear, where's your ring?
Oh dear Portia, I gave it to the lawyer who saved Antonio's life.
No, you're lying. You gave it to some other woman, right?
No, I didn't. How can I give it to some other woman? I love you so much.
Sorry, Portia. I am the unhappy cause of all these quarrels.
Sir, do not get upset. You're welcome in spite of all these things.
Oh dear Portia, forgive me this fault of mine, which I was forced to inflict on you. In the presence of all our friends, I take an oath by your beautiful eyes, which I see myself.
Hear what he says? He sees himself in both my eyes. So, he swears by an appropriate oath by his double self. Is that oath to be believed?
Hear me, my lady, and forgive me this fault of mine. I swear by my soul that I will never break an oath made to you.
I dare pledge myself again, at the risk of forfeiting my soul, that Bassanio will never again deliberately break a promise made to you.
Then you will become his security. Give him this ring and ask him to take care of it better than he had done it before.
Here, Bassanio, promise to keep this ring forever.
By heaven, It is the same ring which I gave it to the lawyer.
Are you all amazed?
How did this happen?
Dear Bassanio, I was the same lawyer who rescued Antonio's life, and I disguised as a lawyer and Nerissa as my clerk.
Were you actually the lawyer? I did not recognize you. Oh dear Portia, you are the cleverest woman in Italy. You saved my best friend's life.
I am speechless. I don't know how to thank you. I'll always be grateful to you.
You're welcome, Antonio. I have better news for you than you expect. 3 of your ships have arrived safely in the harbor, and your money is safe.
Thanks be to God.
Yes, the Lord is gracious and compassionate.
All is well and that ends well. Thank you.
Thank you, friends. It was an outstanding enactment. Everybody loves to be thanked, even God. Our Heavenly Father finds pleasure in our expression of thanks to Him. Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It is the fairest blossom which springs from soul. A gratitude is a mark of godliness, humanity, obedience, and praises. It gives a warm glow and helps us to remember God's faithful provision and care. It's time to wave goodbye 1,000 times to the cheerful and wonderstruck audience with a sign of pride and gratitude by our assistant school people leader, Miss Shakti of class 12, to propose the vote of thanks.
Gratitude is the sign of noble souls. Develop an attitude of gratitude and give thanks for everything. A pleasant evening to everyone present here. Honorable Chief Guest, Guest of Honor, Reverend Father Correspondent, Principal, Vice Principal, invited dignitaries, beloved teachers, non-teaching staff, parents and friends. I deem it to be a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this auspicious occasion. I thank the Almighty for showering His abundant blessing and guiding us all throughout this day. First of all, I would like to convey my sincere thanks to the prestigious Chief Guest, Thiru Venkatesan, Honorable Member of the Legislative Assembly, Tattanjavadi Constituency, for sparing his precious time to be present amidst us and for gracing this occasion. I place on record my deep-felt respect, love and gratitude to our beloved correspondent, Reverend Father Leo Arokyam, for inspiring, motivating and leading us all the time, and also for giving us a platform to show our worth. At this occasion, once again, we ensure you that we continue to take responsibility and to act immediately. I would like to thank Reverend Father Principal and Vice Principal for taking the leading role in planning and in execution of this annual day. Their presence and guidance has been felt in all the events of the day. An event like this cannot take place overnight. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a wonderful group of teachers who guided us. So, I thank all my teachers and non-teaching staff for their constant support and motivation. My deepest thanks to the PTA members and past pupils who take lots of initiatives in the good running of this school. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation to our parents who are the source of our inspiration and life. I thank all the students who participated in various programs to make this occasion a wonderful one, and our dear audience for your esteemed presence today. I thank Mr. Chandru for helping us out with the stage and the sound system arrangements. Long live Don Bosco. Thank you.
Finally, thanks for a vote of thanks too.
Hymn to Don Bosco.